Hey YouTube, here for another update on the custom home build. Can't really see it from here, but shingles have been put on the roof. So that just was finished up. I'm working on a site plan ultimately to figure out where the pool and the garage slash guest house is going to be. Probably somewhere over there. But today I wanted to chat about just what we've been doing the last few days, which is planning ahead for MEP, which stands for Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing. So basically what that comes down to is going through and notating everywhere in the house where we possibly would like to have a tap for power, another outlet, where we want sinks, water taps, all sorts of things. So ultimately, every electrician has to do basically code minimum, which is a certain amount of receptacles, all different things like that per code. But me and my wife have been coming in and making marks everywhere for what we want on top of code. So this would be a crazy big windowed garage door to look out into nature here. But we have a sconce on either side. And just really thinking for max utility, thinking beyond what just me and my wife will actually utilize, but what would bring value to somebody else if somebody else buys this home at some point and wants to rearrange things, or just even for us to have versatility in the future to shift things around. So extra boxes and stuff to be able to mount a TV up there. Again, we don't have to, but we have the option if we want to. All right, why don't we mount a TV there? All right, let's put some blocking in so we have an easy way to mount securely a TV, and we don't have to just get it on the stud barely. Sconce or something like that right above the door to go down to the basement. Some floor receptacles. All right, we're thinking we probably have a Christmas tree right here. You could have a massive one here, just imagining it's going right in the middle and it has some crazy light show or something, or whatever the case. Another receptacle here, thinking, where a couch could be if someone's wanting to use the TV setup and this specific setup here. All right, a general layout for where we want outlets, where we want certain appliances to be patched in, because this will be a kitchen island here. Sink, garbage disposal, range, water tap. More larger homes, luxury homes kind of have that water tap for pasta or whatever. Refrigerator, little water line for that. Sink, refrigerator with water there, or at least have that option. Stacked washer and dryer, washer. Just going through everywhere and just really mentally thinking through what's the best configuration, where are we going to put appliances, what resources do those need in terms of power, in terms of plumbing. Sconces here, we want them centered across from each other, down this hall, stuff like that. Even in the rooms, have marking where I'll pull some speaker wire, some Dolby Atmos. Gonna do a power tap there so I could do an in-ceiling projector screen, which would come down. I'm gonna make a crazy bed that has LCR left, center, right speakers in the foot part of the bed. Tap underneath there so I could put a subwoofer, powered subwoofer underneath the bed. Make it a really cool theater experience. In the bedroom itself, again, notating for blocking, all sorts of stuff. All right, why don't we put a tap somewhere around here so we could run a lit garland up the railings of the stair. Give me a tap power there if I want to run like a long LED frosted channel within the skirt board running up the stairs. Power taps here so we could have little LEDs going up the stairs, stuff like that. So again, if you don't want to use something, then you just have a little, blank outlet plate that goes over it, and that's the worst that you got to contend with, you know what I mean? But if you want to switch things up or you make use of that, then you have all that done, because it's cheap to do it now in the construction phase. It's not cheap and it's not hassle-free later on. So, put an outlet there. We'll probably have a little caddy-cornered seat here so someone can read, opened up to all the nice natural light here. We put an outlet here if we had another Christmas tree or something like that right in the center, again, prominent. Cater to holidays, all types of things. An outlet there so we can start some Christmas tree lights or whatever to go around the railing that will be here. So again, just truly thinking through every possible use scenario that the house would have, and possible use scenarios beyond perhaps when we would even be living in this house, or if we sold this house and somebody else had it here. So thinking of every way I can provide that utility, that future value and stuff that way. And while it's relatively negligible to add it here, have an outlet here, have an outlet there. Maybe someone has a TV thing here, or a large TV for an editing setup, and then has a TV for watching sports there, or whatever the case is. Have a small little kitchen up here. All right, we're going to have the sink there. A tap for a built-in microwave here. Outlet in there in case we want to put the fridge in there. Outlet in the corner in case we want to tuck the fridge, a nice slim one, back in that corner there and not have the cord exposed. Where do we want the shower head? We want it right there, but of course in the ceiling, so you just write it on the floor. All right, I'll probably have the valve here. Sconces above each sink. Even down to, let's put an outlet and a little water spigot for a bidet. Again, if we don't want to do it, we don't have to. But if somebody wants to add that, and you add one of those bidets on top of the toilet seat or whatever, it's already set up for it. So that in a nutshell is what we've been doing the last couple days, has just been kind of just prepping ahead of MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, just to make sure that once the guys really get going, there's clear direction for them, and they can just roll and do their thing. So that's the update I have for you today. Peace out, YouTube.